You already know what it is. Gold Sack Gang niggas checking in. I figure I'll do a live. I ain't been live in a minute, man. I know niggas probably been like, yo, you ain't been live in a minute, bro. I figure why not? Man. I know real niggas tapping in. Beautiful motherfucking Saturday in this motherfucker. What up, though? Beautiful Saturday in this motherfucker, man. So, I've been getting a lot of, oh yeah, make sure you motherfucking wipe your feet when you come in this motherfucker, man. You already know what it is. I had a lot of people ask me questions, right? So, I figure I'll just go live and just talk about a lot of shit, man. A lot of niggas ask me for questions about certain things, so why not, right? I know that light, I'm gonna close that right there. See, I can see better. It'll be a lot easier. So check this out. So he said, I wipe my feet, chill out. Hey, good. That's good business right there. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So I had people ask me a couple questions, right? So somebody asked me about gang stalking. So I was like, what the fuck is gang stalking? Casson, he said, bro, I'm broke as a joke. I don't think semen retention will help me get money. So what are some ways I can orgasm manifest? You know what's funny, Casson? Let me say this. You can't cheat the universe. You can't cheat the universe, okay? So if you think that you could utilize your sexual energy to just manifest things and you say I'm broke as a joke, you gotta, first of all, change your mentality. You gotta understand all this shit is a holistic approach to enriching your life. So it's like this. This is why certain people, when I did a live before, or I did a couple videos about this shit where niggas was wondering why they superpowers ain't working, right? If you don't have the mindset that you are already a fly motherfucker, it don't matter if you go 100 days, 200, 300 days on Nofap, dog, you ain't gonna get the type of pussy that you want. You ain't gonna have bitches on you. You're not gonna be attracting things because you're not dealing with a mindset of a millionaire mindset, a rich mindset, abundance mindset, right? So you want to be able to put yourself in a situation where your mind, because at the end of the day, all is mental in the universe. And if you don't know that, you need to know that. All is mental in the universe. So it starts with your mind first before anything, because keep in mind, your sexual energy and your spiritual energy and your creative energy are all one and the same. So you got to be able to be online with your own fucking body. If you're not online with your own body, then your body's not going to work for you because you can't cheat it. So if you're not putting yourself in a mindset of thinking rich and acting rich in terms of what you do, your actions mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put yourself in that mindset first. So when we talk about sex magic, that's why it's a whole nother level. That's why when I be telling motherfuckers, niggas want to put the cart before the horse. You can't put the cart before the horse with this shit. You can't put the cart before the horse. You got to be in alignment. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I be trying to give niggas game from the realest standpoint, because everybody, you see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't ready for the game that they think they ready for if you ain't even walk the path. Niggas want to trip over shit, but they ain't walk the path. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that's about. I see a lot of people checking in now. That's what's up. I see 39 people in this motherfucker, 22 people wipe their feet. That's what's up. Wasn't expecting you to go live today. I had to catch the live tomorrow. That's what's up, Pro Joker. Yeah, I just went live randomly, man. I got time before I finish writing. I'm just working on some shit. I'm just cooling out today. Been busy all week. What up, everybody checking in this motherfucker? I'm glad you went live. Work is boring. Somebody said, say, bro, your old lady got a sister. She got 2 sisters, man. But she the one who got that mindset. So, hey, you know, this guy, King, Gold Sack, gang shit. Talk about gang stalking, please. There have been times I've been wondering if I've been stalked. Watch me work my magic. What up? What up? You already know what it is. How long does Nofap take to cure ED? Let me say this. Who was that? Gregory Johnson. So let me break this down about what erectile dysfunction is on the spiritual level and how you can deal with this. Now, the only way to cure erectile dysfunction in so many words is 1, to get out the porn. 2, you got to realize that it's a psychological thing. Okay? You got to realize that this is psychological. When people don't realize how bad porn is, it's a psychological process. that you got to rid yourself of. And it takes a while, because what happens is this. A lot of the times niggas will beat their meat to a fucking pulp. Niggas will fucking watch porn all goddamn day. Niggas will get cues from a digital, platform versus being out in the real world, talking to women, dealing with women, talking to people, being stimulated by the external world, being able to realize that your five senses are that for a reason. You got senses, okay? Touch, smell, see, feel. You know what I mean? Like you want these senses that you can stimulate your body. That's what they're for. That's why you have nerves. That's why you have sensory perception, right? Now, for those who have ED, one, you have to rid yourself of porn, because you got to remember, we are all motherfucking plagued with having hypersexuality in the society, right? So you got to rid yourself of things that may have caused you to even go down that hill, right? It takes that. I will also say this, because it's a holistic approach. I will get into understanding certain herbs like yohimbe bark, right? You want to take maca. You want to be able to get things that's going to go back to your body and stimulate those nerves, right? That feeling. So back away from the porn. Stop that shit. Go on your Nofap journey so you don't touch your dick, dog. You want to stimulate yourself in other ways. And I'm talking about sensory. You see what I'm saying? Get back in touch with the real world. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be out here motherfucking fucked up, dog. Look, I'm 34. I just turned 34. I just turned 34. And I realized that I'm so happy to be on this journey, because it's about being able to stimulate yourself, man. You want to put yourself in a position. Some people go on a vegan diet as well. It helps you stimulate your body and keep your health. You want to be able to be healthy, right? I'm always about my health. I've been about my health for a long time. I eat what I want. I do what I want, but I'm about to get back to my shit. And I take time off, but I'm always eating good. I'm always eating good. Like, matter of fact, like right now, I'm drinking a fresh, all I do, like, I ain't gonna say I got a rich nigga lifestyle, but I drink fresh squeezed juices all day, dog. That's what I do. I spend big money on what I want to eat and how I want to live. And that's my priority. So your priority has to be that you want to cure yourself, and you got to take the proactive approach. You got to be able to put yourself in situations where you're not watching porn. You want to put yourself in situations where you're not going down that route. You're not touching yourself. You want to take a healthy approach. Understanding this, like I said, it's psychological. It's psychological. Somebody said, you vegan guy, king? I do it all, man. I've been vegan for 10 years, so when I eat meat and shrimp and whatever the fuck I eat now, I do it all because I want to. And I'm a greedy nigga, so I like to eat good. So even if I was on my vegan shit, I was eating good. Like right now, I'm drinking fucking vegetable juice, bro. Like, this is what I do. I drink fresh squeezed juices. This right here has carrots, apples, beets, cucumber, celery, spinach, kale, ginger, and lemons. I do this all day. I spend maybe $100 a week on fresh squeezed juices because I don't have time to fucking juice no more because I'm busy. So, I mean, that's what I do. That's what I like to do. So when I'm eating some other shit, like, I might eat Panda Express one day. The next day I might fucking juice all day, So I do it. This is what I do. This is what my priorities is with my lifestyle. So, yeah, Ghost Hat niggas checking in. Real talk. I see real niggas checking in. I just finished writing. You usually write about. So I'm writing a book on tantra and androgyny and the spiritual alchemical process of that. And I'm putting it in a way for real niggas to understand. So that's what my platform is about and what I'm doing. My thing is this, y'all. Let me make sure I put niggas on game. Even when I do realize I still can't get stuff done. You want your body to be in alignment. See, a lot of the times when you bust hella nuts, dog, you still get up in the morning. You still get up. You still go do everything the same way. But the intentions behind that energy to meet it head on is not the same. Nah, he said he taking light sips. Hey, I take light sips because I'm a greedy motherfucker, man. I got to go back out the fridge and get more, man. I got hella of these, man. But this shit is good, bro. The freshest of the freshest. I don't know how many of y'all in Atlanta, but if you ever in Atlanta, this is what you want to get. You want to get Arden's Garden, bro. Get that Artist Garden. Boy, that motherfucker ain't no goddamn joke, my nigga. I drink these shits all day like water, bro. I drink this shit like water. And then after this, I'm about to detox. That's the funny thing. It's the weekend. I'm about to detox. I just brew my detox tea, let that shit steep for like 2 hours. I'm a detox, and then I'm back to my vegan shit for the whole weekend. It's all about balance, bro. I eat good, eat what the fuck I want. Might go eat crab legs tomorrow, then I might go vegan for the next 2-3 days. Back to back, just juicing. Then I might be like, fuck that shit. All right, let me give me some Popeyes. Or whatever. It's all about balance. Let me see, that's a lot of comments. Let's see. When I see certain girls at my school, I get a little bit anxious. I mean, it's natural for you to feel that cosmic dance, that confrontation of will you be rejected or not, or will she fuck with you? You know, it's a reason. Yeah, I'll pay for fresh fruit juice worth more than gold. Hell yeah, boy. Where they sell that juice? You got to be in Atlanta to get this. This ain't that motherfucking look, bro. This is all motherfucking what it is. I don't know if it's coming through. Let me see. But like I said, I just read it to you what it is. And it's 85% juice because it got distilled water in there. So this is all what it is. Yeah, this is in Atlanta. Like, you got to go to Arden's Garden. You can either go to their satellite shops. I go straight to the factory because I be on the I be over on the southwest side. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember I made the apple lime. Yeah. Peace, guy. You've been keeping me sharp throughout the summer. Hey, man, that's what it's all about. How can you prevent energy from pork affecting you? Now, as far as that, it's all about you being able to, you know, be prioritizing where you get your food from. You know, I get my food from, if I'm dealing with stuff like, I go to the farmer's market. One thing I like about the farmer's market is that it's sourced from local farmers for the most part, and then they're always with no hormones, no antibiotics, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Grass-fed, grain-fed. It's about Chick-fil-A, not Popeyes. Hell yeah, you already know what it is. We ain't gonna be out here shitting on Chick-fil-A. Juan said, where about in Atlanta? So, if you are familiar with Atlanta, I get mine out of East Point. The factory, this factory is in East Point, off of Main Street. You'll see it's a big yellow motherfucking, you know, you'll see that. You'll see it. Was hella days in before Nofap manifested a crispy 20 and a $10 bill on the ground at work. Was it the universe? It could have been your day. You could have had a Venus day. You could have had a Jupiter day as well. You know, and it all works in alignment. It's always good confirmation. Let's see what somebody said. I was always getting choosing signals and on Nofap. I feel like I will destroy her vag. Turn up. Destroy that pussy then, nigga. What's good, fam? Yeah, what up? I heard Atlanta has a vegan KFC. I'm not sure. They probably do, bro. And yeah, Shroom Cloud, eating unhealthy can influence negative thoughts. Well, I'll put it this way. When you're working yourself into an alignment, it's all about you being able to realize how you want to play this game, you know, called your world. If you allow yourself to eat good, you know, whatever it is to you. Like sometimes some people have different perspectives. Me personally, I feel it's all in alignment. You know, it's kind of the same way where it's like, if you're in the space of like cleaning your room, right? Let's say your room may be junky. Some people say if your room is junky, that means that your mind is cloudy. And that could be some you know, reference to it. But then there could also be that some people work good under that type of pressure. It forces them to get out of that psychosis, you know, and it's back and forth. You know what I mean? It's real. I love intermittent fasting. Real shit, man. I love intermittent fasting. I'm about to get back to it. So if I just believe I'm wealthy and have a rich mindset, then I will be rich even without Nofap. No, what I'm saying is that it works in alignment, Casson. You have to have a rich mindset, and the rich mindset ain't about wealth in terms of like being a millionaire. Let me make this shit clear, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by it, right? I have a rich mindset, and I'm a minimalist. But the thing about it is this: I'm a minimalist, right? But guess what I'm doing? I put myself in a position to be able to be rich my whole life. And it starts by my mindset. It starts by what I prioritize and the decisions I make, right? So like, for example, My next goal is to be, what up, Ness? My next goal is to be retired by the time I'm 40. I'm gonna be 34. I'm talking about retiring, and I do everything I want to do in the process of that. Now, retiring by choice. I'm 34. I just turned 34. I don't have no kids. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just see my shorty. I was with my shorty. We doing our thing. She in school. I'm doing my motherfucking thing, getting money. And my priority is to be able to be financially free, which is always my choice, which is what I'm doing now. I'm financially free now. But my whole plan is to execute by the end of this year is to buy an RV. I want to buy an RV, right? I want to pay for this RV within a year. I'm going to pay this RV off within a year. Now, why would you ask me? You know, like, it's like this. Okay, instead of getting a house, I want an RV. Why do I want an RV? Because I love to travel. I'm addicted to motherfucking traveling. I'm addicted to motherfucking traveling. Nigga, I done been so many places and I love to keep going. You know why? Because perspective and exposure opens you up to a whole nother way of living. And a lot of people have not afforded that opportunity. So I take advantage of it. I don't have no kids. I'm stacking my bread. I'm buying an RV, paying that bitch off in a year, right? Now, over the next 5-6 years, now that I pay that off in 1 year, I can put myself to work. I make, you know, and I never mind putting my business out there because I'm a real nigga, dog. I make over $55,000 a year. I'm only 34, dog. I'm a single man. I make over that, right? I do astrology. I do other things, dog. I make money. And this is 55,000 plus, right? With the guy who I don't have no car payments. I don't have no rent. I don't have no kids. My only expenses are, cause if nigga, I had a conversation with one of my homies. I spend a lot of money on food, nigga. Like I said, I spend over $100 a week just on juices, but that's what I like to do. Cause I like to eat good, right? Now, I like to spend money on food because I'm a foodie, because I love to travel and I like to eat. But I have no expenses that are sucking me up. My plan is to be financially free to the point where I have a surplus and to be able to spend that money like I want to spend it. I love traveling. I love traveling abroad. I love eating good food. I'm a simple man, but within that simplicity, I'm able to live the life full of richness because guess what? I want to use my money to motherfucking have experiences. I don't want to use my money to feel like I got to pay for shit all the time. In terms of material things, I done had everything I want on a material level. And if it's something I want, I can get it when it's time. I don't have to feel like I need it right now because it's all about what's in my priority. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's where you start with the mind of being rich. That's what I mean. I'm making plans to enrich my life, have wonderful experiences, live my best life feeling great, feeling good, not feeling stressed. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I want. Dog, I'm 34. I got motherfuckers who are my age looking 50. You see what I'm saying? And I'm in a good space. I'm on my J. Cole shit, nigga. I'm on my Kendrick shit, nigga. I ain't getting no edge up in a long time, dog. Everybody's like, why you don't brush your shit? Bro, I'm chilling, bro. I'm living life. I seen a nigga today that made me feel inspired, and I love it. And I saluted the nigga. This nigga this nigga jumped out of a motherfucking Lambo looking like a bum. That nigga was looking like a bum. Jumped out of a Lambo just to go run up in the coffee shop. I said, that's what I'm talking about, my nigga. Ashy elbows, don't give a fuck, dog. Jumping out that motherfucker. Cause why? I ain't gotta show you I get money, nigga. You see me. I don't gotta look like it all the time, nigga. You know I'm in another space. You see what I'm saying? That was dope. Yeah, Dre, finally caught it loud. That's what's up. I'm on semen retention day 40. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Fraz. My room be mildly clean, to be honest, but it don't stop me from finding my clothes. Exactly, Swag. You know what's going on in your world, my nigga. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? The only material things I want are parts for my dirt bike. And you know what? That's fine, Chris. Simple things. Simple things. You see what I'm saying? One more question. How do you crush urges on Nofap? So check this out. You crush the urges by, first of all, Finding ways to be inspired to do other things. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm horny as fuck right now, but I'm being creative. My girl, you know me and my girl, we long distance, so I got videos of my girl, us doing our thing, having fun. I could look at it for a second, like, can't wait to clap them cheeks, and get right back to being productive. That's the motivation. It's about you finding ways to utilize this energy, man. You got to realize that you're better than your motherfucking dick, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this motherfucker, man. Throw this hoe up, man. It's 84 motherfuckers in here, 45 niggas on me, wipe their feet, man. Come on. Who raised you niggas, man? You see what I'm saying? You crush the urges, take female hormones, if you will. Why would anybody want to do that? Why would you want to do that, Supreme God? I'm a minimalist as well, too. The only thing I care about is food. Hey, man, food, clothes, and shelter, man. Look, man, my plan, I'm 34, bro. My plan is to be retired by 40. I'm already living my best life. So why not work towards it in harmony? I'm not forcing myself to motherfucking be like, oh God, my point is to be retired by 40. My plan is, nigga, it's gonna happen because I already made it happen because I make moves. I live a lifestyle like it's already happening. I'm just making money in the process. My whole point is to buy the motherfucking RV, pay that bitch off in a year, and then the next couple years, I could survive off of 300,000. And then let's say by then I'm making way more money. I could survive by having, you know, $250,000, $300,000 in the bank with no motherfucking rent. And it's just me. I could survive off of that and retire off of that, nigga. Then I can go and make extra money. I can go to Africa and network with niggas and make even more money. You know what I mean? Now, this is why I want to do this live. Look, man, it's 50 niggas thumbed up, man. It's 88 niggas in here peeking, man. What the fuck going on, man? Come on, man. Be a stand-up nigga, man. Thumb that hoe up, man. Stop playing. Niggas playing. That's the funny thing, bro. When you feel like relapsing, realize that is when you are most potent sexually. Go to a place, hit on a woman, feel, yeah. Use that energy to be motivated, man. You want to use that energy to be motivated, man. Niggas out here have been so conditioned to think that as soon as you get horny that you're supposed to release it. No, motherfucker. That is what builds up the desire for you to utilize this energy, man. You see what I'm saying? When I drop this book, I'm going to give y'all a lot of game, bro. I'm going to give y'all a lot of game. I'm going to put y'all on game, bro. It's so much shit, man. This is why I do these lives, just to have fun and engage motherfuckers, let niggas know who the real is. Now, somebody said, how do you thumb up on the mobile? You know what? That's a good question. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how you thumb up on the mobile because I don't know what it looks like looking at it from the mobile, but that's a good point. Supreme God said, I take female hormones on a day, 200 Nofap. Hey, man. Hey, if you feel like taking hormones, go ahead. Press the X and then tap the like button. Oh, that's what's up. Urges be pissing me off. That means that the frustration is supposed to be utilized into action. Now, peep this. I wanted to do this live, and I wanted to talk about something, man, because I've been seeing it on the internet lately, right? And it's funny because I seen this thing about the Malik yoba dude, the guy who was on New York Undercover, right? This dude came out talking about he loved trans women, right? But let me break down why it's important to have these type of conversations and have real niggas putting you on game. It's 65 niggas in there, 91 motherfuckers in here, 65 niggas wipe their feet, man. Wipe that motherfucker, man. Wipe that motherfucker, man, because I want to put niggas on game, and I want niggas to understand what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. It's some real game, bro. Real game. Real game. Want to give niggas game, bro. Straight up. So, Malik yoba versus Mr. C. So check this out. Let me explain to you guys why it's very important for me to put you guys on game about what's going on and why it's important for you to understand what sexuality is all about in terms of the esoteric. Okay? Do not take female hormones. Embrace the testosterone. It's what makes you a man. What makes you a man? I lost my libido. Any tips to get it back fully? And I don't think I'm on a flat line either. We'll talk about it in a minute. Eco, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend writing this? Wipe your feet, disrespectful ass nigga, right? Wipe your feet, motherfuckers. Wipe your feet. 93 motherfuckers in here, 67 niggas in here moonwalked and wiped their feet, and the other niggas is sitting around trying to run up in the nigga fridge, see what you got up in here. You know what I mean? Some disrespectful niggas, man. Wipe your nose. See, let me tell y'all something. People be asking me about this shit. So swag yourself, check this out. When I do like this, it ain't about my nose, nigga. This is the first time I started growing out my mustache to the point where I don't trim that hoe. So the hairs be motherfucking tickling my motherfucking nose. So that's what it be. People ask me that before. They be like, why you be wiping? Nigga, I ain't never grow my shit like this, nigga. I ain't never do this shit. I used to keep this shit clean cut. But I'm on some shit. I'm on some shit where I want to let it grow out, nigga. I ain't never grow my little beard out, nigga. I'm trying, nigga. So when you see me do like this, it's because these hairs be motherfucking tickling my nose, nigga. You feel me? That's what it is. Florida checking in. That's what's up. Oh, man. Solomon just took 2 grams of shrooms. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. If you taking some motherfucking female hormones, man, y'all niggas doing some goofy shit, bro. Don't do no goofy ass shit like that. And this goes into what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers, okay, we got 97, no, we got 87 niggas in here, 70 people, okay, we getting there. Now, this is what it goes with what I'm talking about. Society will confuse you like a motherfucker. And what my job is to try to let you guys know is that the shit that you're being confused by is an agenda. It's an agenda. And some people don't even know that they're part of the agenda. So let me get this straight and tell you what I mean. This world will put you on the spells. This world will put you on the spells if you're not ready. What I mean by that is this. The whole universe is sex, first of all. Let's get it straight. The whole universe is sex. Everything is sex. So don't get what I'm saying confused. But what I'm letting you know is that motherfuckers are putting people under a spell and confusing them. We're in an age where you're supposed to be becoming more aware of the energy. What you have going on is called the rise of the divine feminine, okay? Now, the rise of the divine feminine is all about it's all about declaration and reverence to the divine feminine that has been suppressed. So what does this mean? We're coming up in the age of patriarchy, right? Where you see patriarchy. What is patriarchy from what you see? Patriarchy is the masculine suppressing the feminine. Now, what does that mean? Now, if you understand ancient texts, or if you ever done any research or understand the occult, you know what I mean, esoteric knowledge, anything, right? If you ever been on the path to understanding this knowledge, what you'll realize is the ancient texts always talked about there will be in the end where you will know that the seasons and the paradigm is shifting is when you will see the masculine versus the feminine. Now, I want people to understand 2 things. The world we live in is not the world that was started when we first came here as beings, okay? So we're not the same beings that was here before. We had many periods here. We had Lemurian periods. You see what I'm saying? We had Atlantean periods. We had so many periods. And what those periods always symbolized was also what's happening on the physical. Now, true masculinity protects the feminine. What you have going on in patriarchy is not exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying? This is not exactly how the masculinity works. So this is why I tell y'all, be careful of these niggas that you following on motherfucking YouTube, because these niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about. You got niggas on here who will play to your motherfucking ignorance. They'll play to your ignorance, and they'll also play to your feelings. You got niggas who be putting out information, and it's to really play down you. It's really to scare you to a degree and to keep more separation between the feminine and the masculine. You got niggas who talk down on the feminine to a degree. Now, like I said, my channel is about real red pill information from an esoteric and occult standpoint. My information is not for no simp niggas. My information is not for niggas who don't understand and have reverence for the feminine. My information that I give on this page is to put niggas on game. Now, that's what it's all about. Somebody said protect and inseminate the feminine. I relapse every time you come on live. Any tips? Stay at it. Who? Can you give an example of those channels? Nah, I don't have to give any example of the channels because you will know by the information. I clearly just told you. If anybody is scaring you and trying to make you feel more divisive towards the feminine, now there is real red pill information because we are real in the real world. But the whole point is this. If you can understand that on my page, you know I ain't no dumb nigga. 2, you know that the information I'm telling you is to provide clarity. I'm not providing you with information that makes you even more foggy. I'm talking about real information that put niggas on game. That's what it's all about. Let's see, a lot of comments. Wow. Yeah, can I ask? I think so. Does ejaculate on sex count? Taking female hormones is basically doing the opposite of Nofap. Nofap is supposed to make your body's natural testosterone rise to what is normally supposed to be. Yep. You can tell the energy when you're watching and listening. Exactly, swag. Most of these red pill channels just play on insecure dudes, and that's my whole point. My channel ain't for that. This is why everybody can't go. This is why I'm not worrying about numbers. See, it's more insecure niggas out here than stand-up niggas. That's why my channel totally different. Everybody can't take in this information and understand it and digest that shit and utilize it. Niggas ain't on that level, you know? And that's fine. Everybody ain't supposed to be on this level yet. Take niggas time. But my whole point is that I don't coddle niggas and I ain't gonna coddle women. So my page is for niggas who understand that I'm giving you red pill information. But I'm also letting niggas know that, dog, we got to have value, standards, and understanding. That's why my page is totally different. Now, this is the thing. I'm a gamed up nigga. So if I wanted to do all the shit that niggas do on those other pages, just get views, bro, I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm here to put niggas on game because real gonna recognize real. Now, back to what I'm saying. The rise of the divine feminine is for the unity of everybody. What is feminine energy? This world needs healing. It comes through the feminine that you get the healing. Sexual healing. Marvin Gaye done told you that. That's very real. Sexual healing. That's what this is about. Kali is the rise of the divine feminine. The Kali Yuga age is what we in, right? Now check this out. What I want niggas to understand is this. Going back to what I'm talking about, the Malik yoba shit and why all this shit is it's for you to understand. Now peep game. You got motherfuckers who don't understand what Kundalini is. You got motherfuckers who don't understand what Kundalini is. I'm a nigga who has direct access to Kundalini energy. Every man has the ability to tap into it, but everybody is not willing to go and take that path. Why? Because it forces you to be 100. If you cannot have access to Kundalini energy or to the divine feminine realm if you ain't on a certain vibrational frequency, dog. I'm gonna keep it 100. If you ain't vibing a certain way, if your mind is not clear and pure to be able to have access to the divine realm, you won't get there. This is why you have people out here playing on your insecurities. This is why you have a real man. This is my job, to put niggas on game, to let you guys know exactly what the fuck is going on. Because it's going to be very important in what you see what happens over the next 10, 15 years. This has been going on for a while. It's an agenda that's being played out, and it's all within divine timing that niggas got to have this information. So when I put niggas on game, that's why the universe chooses certain people to have influence. Now peep this. Somebody said, hello, young man, I wipe my feet. That's what's up. So check this out. This age that we're in, the age of Aquarius is what? The age of Aquarius is androgyny, but it's mental androgyny. Now, why is this important? Because once again, I told you everything is motherfucking sex. Everything in this universe is sex. So you have to have a clear understanding of what's going on. Now, why is this important? Think about this. You got somebody like Malik Yoba that came out and said, I like trans women. You got to understand that the universe is very real and spells are real. And it gets into your subconscious. So first of all, a motherfucker said trans women. What the fuck is a trans woman? Nigga, that's a motherfucking chick with a dick. That's a man. That's a man dressing up. You talking about a man who transformed and want to be a woman? No, that's not what we're talking about. That's not it, dog. They're trying to put you into a mind state. They're trying to get you fucked up. This is why you have all these motherfucking alphabets. LBGT, nigga, what the fuck does all that shit mean? Nigga, cis, binary, nigga, motherfuckers trying to confuse you. There's only 2 motherfucking genders on this planet. There's only 2. There's only 2 genders. two genders. That's masculine and feminine. That's male and that's female. Now, what does this mean? Anything other than male or female, they're trying to confuse you. They're trying to confuse you. This whole universe is feminine. This whole universe is feminine, but this is why knowledge is important. I see there's 105 motherfuckers in here looking, but there's only 84 people who thumbed it up, man. Thumb this shit up, man. If you're a real motherfucker, thumb this shit up. Stop looking on this goddamn wall, nigga. Thumb it up if you fucking with me. Because I know how it be. A lot of motherfuckers come in here and they want to look around, but they don't want to thumb it up, man. Thumb this shit up. Dog, it don't cost you nothing. If you're a real motherfucker and you got some etiquette, thumb it up. Straight up. Now, what I'm saying is this. There's only masculine and feminine in this dimension. Outside of this dimension is the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is feminine, period. Now, understand this. What is masculinity? We have to understand what masculine energy is, first of all. And you have to know what it is. Everything that's going on when you, listen, I've been doing astrology for a long time. There's psychological warfare going on. There's psychological warfare going on. This is why sex is so important for people to understand, and most people don't necessarily understand it. Most people who have been molested when they were younger, been raped when they were younger, had some type of formative problem in the formative years, who have been touched, anything, right? They usually come up and have psychological issues that they're battling in terms of sexuality and identity. Now, why is sex and identity so important? Think about this. I'm going to show you what I mean. As a human, when you walk outside, as a human being, the first thing that your mind does, it does two things. When you see a person, when you're just walking down the street, the first thing that your mind does is it determines the sex of a person. Your eyes pick it up when you're walking down the street, when you're outside. Okay, that's a female. And then you also say, okay, that's a female. Then your mind also does another thing. Would I fuck her? Would I create with her? Would I procreate with her? Your brain does these two things simultaneously. Off top, right? It don't matter if you like the bitch because of motherfucking, personality. Your mind does that. Your mind does two things on a primitive level. Is that a male or a female? It distinguishes sex first. Male, female. Then it says, would I procreate? Right? So when you're looking at a female, the first thing that happens is your mind says, okay, that's a female. Right? So we're talking about sex is the first thing that you differentiate first. My brain don't do that. All my brain does is like, she like me or not. And see, this is the thing. I'm talking about on a primitive level. I'm not talking about you consciously thinking about it. I'm talking about what your brain does, period. Your brain determines sex first. Then your brain determines from a biological standpoint, would you procreate? This is your brain computer. This is not you. This is your brain computer. This is what it does. Now, why is that important? Because sex is everything. When you go outside, sex is everything and it's everywhere. Exactly. Your unconscious brain. Exactly. Now, to understand that sex is everything and all around you, look, I got a fucking hard drive here. Everything is sex. This is female and male. They lock in together. Female and male are complementary energies. Why are they complementary? Because sexuality takes on a different connotation when you're talking about action now. Action, right? Masculine energy is formative, is building energy. It's assertive energy, right? Feminine energy is energy that is nurturing. It's incubative. It's recessive, right? And not recessive in a negative form in terms of like not good. It takes in energy, right? It's chaos where masculine energy is logic, right? It's the energy that's linear for masculinity. You see what I'm saying? Non-linear is feminine energy. Why are these things important? Because you got to understand what it means to have roles. What does it mean to have archetypical energy and roles and how they form? Why is this important? The reason why this is important because you want to be able to differentiate roles. Now, why is that important? The female is feminine energy. That's all around you. We get it. What I told niggas, and I want niggas to understand, when you do your semen retention, what happens is this. You cultivate your own feminine energy. Now, why is that important? Because we're all masculine and feminine. We are all that. One, you come from your mom and your dad. So you're masculine and feminine. But what does this mean? When you cultivate your own feminine energy, two things happen. This is why you love females more, but you understand them more. Why? Because you're cultivating your own feminine energy. What does it mean to cultivate your own feminine energy? It means that you now take on the maternal roles. If a woman wasn't around for you, you do certain things. You clean up your motherfucking room. You take a little bit more time to organize yourself. You know, you might be like, "Ooh, man, I need to clean up this room," or I might need to clean up the bathroom, or wow, I haven't taken a shower today. Damn, I need to take a shower. I was just chilling. I want to be motivated to be clean. I want to be motivated to feel good. Those are the feminine things. Water is feminine, right? Little things in terms of just how you deal with this energy. It allows you to be able to take control of your life as a person and have balance. Why is balance so important? Balance is important because we're talking about utilizing this energy to move forward. Somebody says, water feminine? Yeah, water's feminine. Think about it in astrology. What is the first water sign? Cancer. Cancer is what? Cancer is the archetypical feminine sign. That's the female. If you put Cancer on the ascendant, you got what? Scorpio in the 5th house. And what is Scorpio? Reproductive. What is the 5th house? Sex. So we're talking about the woman. Sex is the procreation. That's regenerative, right? The 5th house, right? Let me see. There's a lot of comments. Yeah, man. But I'm going on this because I want you to understand something. I'm going to read the comments in a minute. Why is this important for you to understand? Did you just assume water's gender? I didn't assume water's gender. If you understand archetypical energy and astrology, you'll know exactly what it is. You'll understand. This is why I mean it's so important for people to understand. Sex is more than what you think it is. And guess what? When we talk about gender, we're talking about its functions on a mechanical level. You have to understand that. This is why these are the type of talks that are not for people who are not ready. Feminine and masculine have roles as well. Gender, if you're thinking it in the terms of a body part, did you just assume water was a gender of a female? We're talking about its mechanics. We're talking about what it does. Yes, feminine energy is water. Just like fire is what? Masculine as well. You see what I'm saying? I'm putting niggas on game. I want you to understand this energy. Now, back to what I was saying. Why is this so important for you to understand that it's easy for them to play you with the semantics of words, using wordplay, trans men, LGBT, cis, binary, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck does that mean? But gov that you can assume genders, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'll check all that in a minute. I don't get what you're saying about that. But gov that you can assume gender, I don't know. I'll get to that shit in a minute because I don't want to be confused by motherfuckers' comments. What I'm saying is this. Until you understand that it's easy for you to be confused about sexuality when you got so many people coming with different gender topics and different motherfucking definitions. There's only 2 genders here. Everything else is not a motherfucking gender. That's motherfucking code words to confuse you. And those are people who are confused. It's simple. You are both genders, period. You are a man and a woman, period. You have feminine energy as a man. You're polarized to be a man. Polarization is very important. The same way a woman is polarized is very important. In astrology, as a man, you have a moon sign, just like a woman, right? This is why it's important for you to understand this shit. As a man, you have a moon sign. My moon is in Aries. What does the moon mean in astrology? The moon means that the moon is your mom. That's your subconscious nature. That's also your first mind. That's your maternal nature. That's also your upbringing. That's also determines how your mom was while she carried you full term. What was going on in her life while she carried you full term? Yeah, I'm an 8th house moon in the 8th house. Yeah, Julius, yeah, we both Aries moon in the 8th house. So you know you're a Virgo rising. Now, why is this important? It speaks to the development of you as a person. Now, me as a man, what does that mean? My moon sign also determines the type of woman I want to marry. Why? Because the moon is your home. It's your domestic nature. It's your domestic arena and what you like about women, right? The maternal essence. So what does that speak to? That speaks to the feminine outside of myself. My own feminine nature is very masculine. My feminine nature, but it's still feminine. My moon is still feminine because the moon is archetypically feminine. Nobody can debate that, right? That's what it is. So if I got a moon in Aries, that means that my motherfucking feminine expression is very masculine. But what does that speak to also in terms of delineation in astrology, right? That means my mom is very fiery. That means that when my mom had me, she had me at a time when she had a motherfucking take action. Why? Because Aries is due first and think letter. She didn't even know she was pregnant with me. And when she got pregnant, she just had to boss the fuck up. Aries, I gotta take charge. That's what it is. So why is this important? Because I'm letting you know that we all got masculine and feminine energy. That's very important. So don't get it confused, but what people are confusing you with is how to utilize it. There was never a time, and I'm speaking for our ancestors, there was never a time where we did not understand this principle. There was never not a time where we didn't understand this. You see what I'm saying? Never not a time. Why is that important? Oh, appreciate y'all going my own way. Appreciate the tip, homie. There was never not a time. So what I'm talking about is you being able to understand. Don't get it confused and don't let the society confuse you with what genders are. If you are a man who have a lot of feminine energy, then by polarization, you will want a woman who has the balance of that energy. You want a woman who's going to have the masculine. You might want a fiery, feisty woman. Doesn't take away from you being a man. And you got feminine energy. That means that you just need to have somebody who balances you out. Why is that important? Because opposites are complementary. That's why they attract. That's how this works down here. So when motherfuckers trying to confuse you with this gender shit, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. You see what I'm saying? A feminine woman likes a masculine man, but what is a man? Again, the man is only the masculine counterpart of the feminine. So understand this. This is why you find out when you were born, you were still a female at first. Then a couple, you know, whether it's trimesters or whatever, then you form into your gender. Are you going to be an XXY? I mean, an XY or an XX? You're going to figure it out. The universe is going to make that decision. Now, why is that important? That's important. Somebody said, then by your logic, why do so many men end with women that have... Then by your logic, why do so many men end with the woman they have to divorce? That right there is a whole nother subject. And I think I think I'm trying to understand your question. That right there is a subject that has nothing to do with our genders. That has to do with understanding each other and not understanding the reason why we need to be able to have harmony with each other. You are talking about living in a society that does not do anything to incorporate harmony. So understand this. If nobody is in a society to incorporate harmony, then this is why you have that. Now, the disdain on both ends, there's women who don't understand men. So it's not men, sweetheart. It's both who don't understand it. In astrology, for example, you got women who have Venus square Mars. You got men who got Venus square Mars. If a man got Venus square Mars, for the most part, if he's not secure within his masculinity, he's going to hate women because he don't understand them. The same way a woman who got Venus square Mars will not understand men. So she will feel she loves men, but she don't understand them. So she might run to females out of security. Out of security. So this is why we're talking about why it's deeper than what you think it is. We have to be able to understand why I brought it back up again. We're in the age of Aquarius. What does that mean? It means mental alchemy. It means mental androgyny. We're not talking about physical androgyny. It's mental. So you got people who are confusing you, chopping their dicks off, thinking that they want a pussy now. And you got motherfucking women who think they want a dick now. When you already got a clit. It's not for you to express the masculine or the feminine in a physical form. It's about the mental alchemy that happens, which is why it's important that you see so many men doing Nofap now. Because I told you what it does. When you stimulate and you cultivate your own semen, you're stimulating your own feminine energy. That's not for you to go and fucking want to have surgery now and get a fucking pussy. That's for you to understand that feminine energy is for you to utilize to stabilize yourself, to have better harmony with the women around you. Because when those women are not around you no more, you got your own feminine energy that will hold you down. Your own feminine energy that'll cook you some good food. Your own feminine energy that'll clean up the house. Your own feminine energy that'll take care of the kids if you got kids and nurture those women, those little ladies, your little daughters. That's the feminine energy that'll help you be creative and do her hair. That's what the fuck that shit is for. So you got people out here who don't understand what the fuck going on. And they trying to give you misinformation. That's why I give you the real with no cut. Because somebody got to tell you. I ain't gonna sit here and play no game. I don't play that political bullshit. Because who's at the top of the chain trying to make motherfuckers enforce this law? That's why you got gay motherfuckers at the top who are trying to push an agenda. If a nigga talk about the shit, they want to motherfucking goddamn lock you out. They want to block you out. They want to shut you shit down. They want to sabotage you. Why? Because they don't want nobody telling you the motherfucking truth. Because why? The truth is going to bring men and women together. That's what it does. And so if you have motherfuckers confused, they will never come together. Then you will have more, like, just think about how crazy this sounds. Think about how crazy this sounds. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Because it doesn't matter. It's psychological. I'm a psychology student. I done been through this shit. So I'm telling you, gang. I'm in Atlanta. In astrology, Atlanta is considered Aquarius. This is why it's the black gay capital, right? But understand something. Let me tell you how psychology works and how the roles of gender will always be there. If a woman says she wants to deal with a female, I got an ex that started dating women because she couldn't find another nigga to top me. And she had a lot of psychological issues. I'm gonna just say in women and gender. If anybody understands this, whether it's gay niggas or gay women, there's going to always be somebody who's going to be the feminine and the masculine. These roles have to play out. If you're a gay nigga, you either going to be the masculine gay nigga or you're going to be the faggot gay nigga. Both of y'all faggots anyway, nigga, but either you're going to be the feminine gay nigga or you're going to be the motherfucking goddamn masculine gay nigga. If you are a female and you date women, you're going to either look for a motherfucking nigga a bitch that look like Manny Fresh, and you the one look like Rihanna. But think about it. Or you looking for the girl that look like Lil Wayne. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, cause Cash Money. Yeah. So peep this. His ex turned lesbian because she couldn't find another man to top him. Yeah. Now peep what I mean by that. A man that holds a woman accountable, who treats her good, who forces her to have to deal with herself. She can't top that. So she would deal with somebody who lets her run around. Because guess what the masculine is? The masculine is structure. The masculine is guidance. The masculine has love at the same time. If a woman ain't ready to deal with that, then she will go and deal with a woman who won't hold her accountable for any of that. They won't hold her accountable for any of that. If a man, like case in point, I talk about this all the time. For y'all who met my girl on live the other week, my girl has Venus square Mars. Now, this is why I'm trying to show you how important it is. My girl, I'm her first. She was a virgin when she met me. Now, let me explain something to you guys. When you're dealing with having a balanced energy, let me tell you why it's important as a man. Because a man who has balanced energy will understand that this is a woman who didn't have, no good example of what a man is around. So she never had sex with men because she was scared. She never wanted to do that, right? But then guess what? She seen that my energy was pure. And I'm the first nigga to be in that motherfucker. We going 4 years on. We 4 years on. Now, why is that important? Because in her chart, she has Venus square Mars. We still go through it every couple times when there's an issue where she's not familiar with what the masculine energy is. I'm the one who has to show her, which means I have to be the one to give her game, which means that it's not for the weak niggas. It's not for the weak niggas. It's for a nigga who understands that this is a role that he has to play on. Now, it takes a stand-up nigga to do it. What does that mean? I don't take advantage of her. She don't know. She never had men around to show her things. Simple things. If we get into it and we talking about something and I'm expressing myself and she's looking down because she never had her daddy around to tell her, hey, baby, you supposed to look a man in his eye when he talking to you. I got to show her that. She don't know. I got to show her how to be assertive out here because she don't know. That's what a stand-up man would do, right? But it takes the right amount of feminine energy as a balance to do it with sincerity. It's not about having an iron claw. It's about letting her know, look, baby, you got to look at me when I'm talking to you, when I'm expressing myself, because as a man, you don't know because you ain't got men around to tell you that that's looked at as disrespect. And I don't like disrespect. I'm going to look at you when you talking to me, giving me your feelings. So I don't want you to feel disrespected. So give me that same energy. It takes a man to stand up and say that type of shit because it ain't about the pussy. It's about you helping somebody understand, right? The roles of this gender. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me go through the comments. There's a lot of shit, but let's see. The truth is that we all need to get it correct. Yeah, you can't control a population that is in harmony. Exactly, Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? Sexuality is the practice. Gender is what vessel you prefer. Exactly. Men are attracted to femininity, not actual women. Now, exactly. So that's my whole point, Dee. I'm happy you said that, Dee. Dee says sexuality is the practice. Gender is what vessel you prefer. Men are attracted to femininity, not actual women. They vessel is only the icing when you date someone for their personality first. Now, this is why it's important. This is why I'm telling you that it's a mind fuck that they put you on a spell. Feminine energy is what permeates the planet. So with that being said, I want motherfuckers to understand how powerful the feminine energy is. So when you hear people talking about a trans man, bitch, that's a motherfucking man who's acting feminine. Do not motherfucking get it confused. I got feminine energy. Every man got feminine energy. It manifests in many ways, but we're talking about the actual gender, which is what's in play. They're trying to confuse you for gender when you should be understanding that in this day and age, in the times of the age of Aquarius, it's about the mental. It's about the mental. You know what I mean? First, you need to define what balance means for you. Exactly. Now, this is the funny thing. All there is, she said, yeah, all there is spirit. Spirit doesn't concern what gender. Because the truth of the matter is, outside of the feminine, outside of this spiritual world, or this physical world, everything is feminine. When you understand that we live in an environment where the masculine is taking over right now. Why is that so important? In the physical world, the man is stronger than the woman. You see what I'm saying? The man is stronger than the woman in the physical world. In the spiritual world, the feminine runs that shit. The feminine runs the spiritual world. Why is this important to understand on these levels? Because here they will confuse you. You think because I put on a motherfucking wig and I put makeup on that makes me a female? No. That makes you want to mock that. So when you hear people talk about trans men and shit like that, that's motherfuckers who don't understand how to express their femininity in the way that they should do it in a spiritual way. Not a physical. They confuse motherfuckers down here to think that's supposed to be some physical shit. Everybody got feminine energy. Everybody got masculine energy. If you come down here as a man, you're supposed to be a goddamn man. You see what I'm saying? That's how it goes. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's so deep. But that's the whole point. And then this is another thing as men. The feminine is, so case in point, check this out. I think Dee said, I will join you again when you let go of your earthly ties. Peace. And see, that's my whole point. As a man, you got women who don't understand this on a higher level either. You got women who coddle this out of everybody. Now, my whole point is this. Somebody has to let you know what it really is. The feminine will coddle other feminine without having structure and guidance. This is why it's important to understand to be a stand-up guy. This is why nobody can't fuck with you when you on a certain level. You give reverence to the feminine. You understand it. But this is the reason why you got gay women. I mean, not gay women. You got females who love men. And it's not about not loving people. I love all people. I love all people. But guess what? I don't have to put up with the fuck shit, and I don't have to go with the sideshow. What does that mean? That means this. You got women who will take all the motherfucking gay niggas and say, oh, you my friend. But then you got those same women who don't understand on a higher level that these are the women who will say, well, where all the good men at? Bitch, all of them your motherfucking friends. If they so good, you got a lot of gay niggas that's your friends. You got a lot of gay niggas that's your friends. And they're trying to take your fucking job. They're trying to take your job here in the physical. That's odd. That's fucked up. That's crazy, right? Imagine if all the men started fucking trans men and the bitches to sit here and get mad about why ain't no motherfucking good niggas around. Why? Because the imposters are taking your motherfucking job in the physical that you came here equipped with. But you don't see that. Velvet Rose said, as a woman, I express my feminine energy at home and masculine energy at work. Exactly. Now, this is what's funny. A lot of the times when we talk about this energy, we have to be clear on what it is in this day and age. We are in the age of Aquarius. The feminine and the masculine is to be rejoined in the mind, not in the body. The mind. Mental alchemy is highest priority. The universe is all mental. Why is that important? Because we have to get online. You know what I'm saying? We have to get online. Didi said, you're confusing energy with shape. Does lighting have a body? I'm not confusing energy with shape. I'm talking about roles. Keep in mind, I'm talking about roles. I'm not talking about shape. Gender determines the penis and the vagina in terms of the physical, right? Penis and vagina are physical manifestation of masculine and feminine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about energy. And energy has roles, masculine and feminine. So it's important that we understand this. And yes, energy transfers can be confined, but cannot be contained. Exactly. So my whole point is that it's mental. In this dimension, it's mental, which is the highest priority because all is mental. So I want people to understand why they're being confused in society. That's why it's important. It's important for people to understand that the agenda out in the public is to confuse motherfuckers and think it's a physical thing. It's not physical. It's spiritual and it's mental. So the physical aspects of a penis and a vagina are genders. They're female and male. What we're talking about in terms of the energy is all mental. Alchemy is the highest level of occult knowledge here. I'm not no dummy. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm not going to sit here and tell nobody no lies. And if people don't have an understanding of what I'm saying, then you got to do the work. I'm talking about the mind. It's masculine and feminine. Why the fuck you think we got a left and a right side? Those are roles. So when we're talking about roles of energy, it's for a reason that they become aligned. So they won't be out of whack. So they won't be out of harmony. But you got people confusing that and they're thinking it's supposed to manifest in the physical. This is why you got niggas walking around with motherfucking high heels on and motherfuckers want to wear bras. And this is why you got women who want to put on motherfucking prosthetic dicks and take testosterone pills because they're thinking they're supposed to transform it into physical. That's the psychosis. And I ain't going to let nobody sit here and talk that bullshit. The truth is that it's supposed to be mental. The woman is supposed to be able to utilize her masculine energy in the mind as well. The man is supposed to do the same thing. It takes time for people to understand this concept. It takes time, but it's the truth. What if I'm a Capricornian? What? Yeah, I'm still alive. Mental turns to physical. Spiritual turns to physical. You pull from the spiritual realm. You see what I'm saying? How do I balance my energy as a man? First thing you want to do is you want to be able to utilize your sexual energy. So you want to stop busting off too goddamn much so you can get back in touch with those energies. The first thing you want to do. Why is that important? Because the universe, like I told you, the universe is all feminine. The masculine energy in this physical reality is structure. So understand what that means. Structure is temporary. The feminine been here before the masculine, but the masculine comes here to do a job, to do a role. How come guys start feeling intimidated of you and want to show you respect? Because respect is everything. Respect is everything. Respect has nothing to do with fear. Respect means that you understand that somebody is just as important as you. Somebody's just as important as you. It's an actual humility type of thing. It's actually humility. It has nothing to do with nothing else. It's humility. I give respect to everybody, man. I was in the store a couple days ago, and there was a little boy. He's probably about 8, maybe 8 or 9. And I was coming in, and I bumped into him. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, little homie. The ignorance of a person can make them say that I don't have to say I'm sorry to this little kid. The ignorance of a person would make them feel like I don't have to say I apologize, I was in your way. But respect would have you say that to anybody. You see what I'm saying? Manifesting a relationship that's equal as a woman has been near impossible for me. I've been told I intimidate men. Manifesting a relationship that's equal as a woman has been near impossible for me. I've been told I intimidate men. Okay, so Blue Flame, you're a woman. So you have been told that you intimidate men. As a woman, your whole job is to be able to make men feel compelled. So if you're looking for something equal, that means you're trying to compete. You're supposed to be complimenting. It shouldn't be feeling equal. It should be feeling complimentary, which means that you should be having men compelled. You see what I'm saying? You should have men compelled. That's what the feminine energy does. The feminine energy is magnetic. It should pull motherfuckers to you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it should do. But back to my whole point. And I see a lot of people in here, and yeah, all is mental, man. It's so many things in here that I wanted to, and just to go back to what DD Love said, the whole point of what I want people to understand is this. You cannot let people tell you certain things that they don't have full understanding. This occult knowledge is very real. If you are a man, your polarity is to be pulled towards a woman. It's not for you to be a woman down here. That's why you came down here as a man. The universe does not make mistakes. Okay? What you may not understand, it still doesn't mean that it's a mistake. You just don't understand why it happened in terms of synchronicity. So you got people down here thinking that they're supposed to come down here and chop their dick off to be a fucking woman. But they're not reaching you in a spiritual level. They're not letting you know that, hey, that's just a spiritual thing going on. That's a psychological issue, bro. You just been psychologically damaged. You probably been raised and been going through some things on a psychological level when you were young. All that trauma still there, that you buried it. But you think that you're supposed to be a woman to express that. No, you can still express your feminine energy in other ways. You don't have to chop your dick off to try to be a woman, because you're still not going to be a woman. Because there are roles. That's why a woman can be the one to give birth. That's why you're not supposed to be the one to give birth. That's why your job is not to be that. You didn't come down here to that. I don't care if you put on a wig and high heels and thigh highs and whatever the fuck. You're not going to be a woman. I don't care how much treble you can put in your fucking voice and take the bass out. You're still not a woman. And same way for the women. I don't care how many testosterone pills you take. I don't care how low you sag your pants. I don't care how much you work out in the gym. You are not a man. You are a female. And we have roles here. And that's simply put. Everything else you can manifest on the mind, you can do that there. And it's not to take a jab at nobody. It's what it is. I see a lot of people in here. Why is feeling more important than... Stream Don't Call Me an Angel by Ariana Grande or else Cardi B will drug and rob you. Why is feeling more important than others? I don't know if you're making a complete sentence. What do you mean? Why is feeling more important than others bad? With the strong influence of feminism today, where do you think the direction of male and female is going towards in the future? That's my whole point of what I'm talking about, Chaz. With understanding, then it will be coming together, harmony. The feminism is all based off of, everything here is psychological. You got people who will indoctrinate you with bullshit, which is ignorance. So The ignorance is a man saying he don't need a woman. And the ignorance is a woman saying she don't need a man in this physical reality where she can't twist a goddamn pickle jar. The ignorance. To say you don't need each other, that's ignorance. So it's about educating each other and understanding that we have a lot to work. We have a lot of work to do. So that's why you got to do is tell the truth. It's not about bashing each other's side. It's about coming to reality and coming to terms with the truth. See, feminism want to bash men, and men who are on whatever type of journey they on, they want to bash women. It ain't about bashing either or. It's about coming together. Age of Aquarius is the water bearer. Watch the water you consume. They want to pollute your mind. Yeah, but Aquarius is the air sign, and the water bearer is about knowledge. That's what the water means in the occult realm. Is the knowledge that's being spilled forth. What's up, fam? I've been on Nofap for 2 months. I learned that my digestion goes hand in hand with my energy levels. Hell yeah, it do, boy. Hell yeah. You become a human magnet when you cultivate this energy. Hell yeah, boy. We cannot play these roles in our bodies. Yep. Yeah, man. Just giving niggas game, man. Can't wait for your book, bro. I hope you pour all this in. Yeah, man. I'm giving niggas game because I ain't gonna be out here giving niggas some bullshit. I'm giving niggas straight game. This is why I believe in putting people on game straight up. This knowledge ain't for me to keep. I'm a vessel for bringing this information forth because somebody got to talk about it. And that's why I talked about this shit, because it's spells. They want to keep you in spells. What the fuck does a trans man mean? What the fuck does cis binary? You got motherfuckers talking about, well, I don't feel like I'm either gender. Motherfucker, you are both. And when you put them together, you are the universe. You just have to be in alignment with your energy to know what it means. I'm a man, but I got a lot of feminine energy. But I'm a man, so it don't matter how much I motherfucking feel like a woman on the inside, I'm a man, right? So you have to understand what these roles mean. That's why it's important. Every man, this is why I love astrology, right? Like I told you, the moon is your feminine nature, right? Every person has a Venus sign down here, right? I got a Venus in Leo. The Venus is what we project as a man. We project our Venus sign on the woman, right? The Venus sign we project on the woman because that's what we want to attract. So what does that mean? I'm a Venus in Leo. That means I'm a little showy. I'm a little fly when I go out. I can steal attention. I'm a little feisty. I'm a little dramatic, right? That means that I project those energies onto the woman I like. That means that my moon in Aries is projected onto the woman that I would ideally want to marry. Why? Because that's my domestic arena of what I would call home. She would be the one that I would take home. She would be the one that will remotely resemble certain archetypical things of my mother, the moon. Everything about this is important because guess what? Everybody also has a Mars sign, right? In astrology, Mars is your masculine energy, right? How you promote your bravado. Now, why is this important? Because guess what? The females have all of this shit too. What is important about it? A woman uses her Mars to project onto the man. The woman uses her Mars to project onto the man about what she likes about a man. What she can't do, but what she feels is her masculine nature. This is why women could be motherfucking 5'6", right? She could be 5'6". She could be 5'6", but she feel like she a big boss ass nigga. She feel like she could talk shit to you. You might be 6'2", but she might be talking hella shit to you. Nigga, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? She probably got moon. She probably got a moon in Sag or something, and she probably got a Mars in Sag or a Mars in Leo. She feel bossy even if she 5'6". That's how she asserts her little bit of masculinity. It doesn't mean that she's a goddamn man. So we have to understand clearly how these energies play out. And that's why it's important for you to understand energy. I understand energy very well, so I'm not giving somebody some bullshit. I want y'all to understand what the fuck that mean. Now, yeah, there's a lot of people in here. I've been working on me closing out karma. Yes, what's up? I'm an Aries Sun. That's what's up. Aries Sun, Libra rising. Okay, Capricorn Moon. That's what's up. So my phone about to die in a little bit, but I just wanted to go live and give people some game, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'll be open to doing some astrology readings next week. So if you need readings, just inbox me on IG at Patah RBG, PTAH RBG, and I'll send you my info. And I'll be doing some more videos soon. Also, comment on this video what type of videos you want me to do soon, and I'll try to get back to you guys on that, man. But I appreciate